Did I waste my life? My therapist graduated college in her 40s and she's excellent. My grandpa went back to college in his 70s to finish up his diploma that was interrupted by him enlisting. My sister got her master's degree in her early 30s. You're fine.
Now that you've noticed you want to change, it will happen. Just keep trying and things will work out. Keep your goals in mind, and reflect on them often.
You're 25. You've barely started your life. When I was 25 I was only 1 year out of homelessness. Now 10 years later I make nearly 200k a year. So no, you haven't wasted anything.
At 26 your life has barely started, even though you may think and feel otherwise. Grab whatever it is you want to do by the horns and make it happen.
I've changed and accomplished more in the past 6 months than I did in the past 4 years. Pick what you want to do, break it into steps that can be taken, and start becoming the person you want to be. It's not going to be easy, but in a year you'll look back and won't even recognize yourself. Also remember, don't worry about what others are doing and just compare your progress to yourself. It'll save you a lot of stress. First things first, you gotta take care of yourself. Strongly suggest going to the gym or at least doing an at-home exercise routine. Shower, brush your teeth, use deodorant, clean your room, etc. Start with the small and easy things like that and then find a job. They're really easy to find these days. Most importantly, be productive. In your situation, playing video games should be looked at as a reward for having a productive day. Once you start being more productive, the sex and relationships will come much more naturally and easily. But first you need to make an effort to be more social. Getting a job will help with that tremendously. Take it in baby steps if you need to. Make sure you are more productive today than you were yesterday, and more productive tomorrow than you were today.
You're right now, yeah, but it can change. Also, I read your posts. Probably chill on sex questions for a bit and find a job.
Darling, stop feeling sorry for yourself. Get out there and live. Travel, enjoy life, and love will find you. You have so much ahead of you. But continue to feel sorry for yourself, and you'll get nowhere.
Never too late, buddy. Work on finding a job. Don't need to pay high to start. You won't like it either, but it will build some self-esteem. Brining in a paycheck of your own. Then after around 6 months to a year of that, everything will start to come together. Build on you first to build on plans.
Bruv, get into philosophy. Controversial or not? Look into Jordan Peterson on YouTube. He's huge on talking about these feelings. You need to get a spine. Work out. Build towards those dreams. What steps are you taking? I'm not trying to be mean, but you gotta work on the individual before you start saying that the individual is doomed. And keep that head up. Being 5 feet 5 inches with a baby face means you don't come across as threatening. Lean into that a bit, be mindful of it. Use it to your advantage. People open up more easily when they don't feel like they'd be in danger, which means you could make some real damn good friendships if you listen deeply and have good intentions. Take an hour a day to start. Even if all you're doing at first is journaling about the life you'd like to have in 5 years, start. Get it down. That'll get your brain working on those problems for you. Trust in the process that's been preached for thousands of years, the journey of self-actualization.
No, you did not. Long story short, I started working with 15 years. It's normal in Austria and I always hated it. Everybody at my place hated it job, so I thought it's completely normal to hate it. I never reflected on life, had depression, and didn't realize it. But someday with 27 I started to think about life more, what I wanted and where I want to be. I quit my job, sold my car, moved to another city into a shitty one-room department, trained to become a nurse, went to the psychiatrist, got tested and treated. I am 30 now and I work at a psychiatry, something that neither I or anybody else thought would happen XD. And now, I am Sir F. King happy about, and I never thought it was a mistake. It's just important to start somewhere and to be brave, then you can achieve many things and nothing is too late or too soon.
You've got probably a few decades left, mate. It's never too late. Lol, I'm over twice your age and have thought about backpacking Europe. I think you need to just get some of your priorities straight, then go for it. You are never too old and it is never too late.
You haven't wasted your life, but you are wasting it. Get off your ass.
Your life has barely begun. I dropped out of high school, worked shit jobs and was mad broke. Like barely eating, went to college at 25. Paid my way through, worked full-time and took classes. Struggled for 5 years but had fun. At 30 I finally got to a point where things were working out. Through my 30s finally went to Europe, got to travel. All worth it. At 40 I am in a rough spot again and it just goes to show it's always work, good times and bad times. Get out there in the world, make friends, do hard work, be happy in the little moments and be yourself. That's the best we can all do. If you feel you're wasting your time, feel into that. Why? Is it because comparison to others? Ignore that. Is it because you're called to do something bigger? That's a good reason to try harder. Be kind to yourself but push hard. You're capable of more than you think. Life is hard work, no way around it. So go get it and be patient.
Fuck no, it's not 25 really, you're just getting started. So what about your height? There are plenty of short women. Here's the thing you want to change, do it for you. Put a limit on your gaming. Guess what females game to start getting interested in the kind of female you want. There's a saying, a person for everyone. Honestly, in this day age you get on an app dating. Sex, say you're a virgin, they'll probably start throwing panties you. You're a perfect age, don't know what you like, but older women will probably take you too. Most important, learn your body FRM, what you want, like to knowing your limits. It's a learning process, you lucky. Now get out there or stay in, I'm sure they'll come, pun intended. Get on some apps, find a lady to get in, you got this.
Absolutely not. Everybody goes on their pace. Also, I saw a post about how excellent age the 30s is. Good times ahead.
Never too late to get your life in line.
You have a lot of time left, bro, just get to it.
Bro, as long as you are having fun, then who's to say what time is wasted? OT not. Studying from 6 years old until you're 25 might seem like a waste to some people. Working a job you don't like might feel like wasting your life. Nobody can respond to this question without a biased answer. You need to figure out what's important to you and then take the necessary steps to let you attain that. People like different things and societies differ in what they put on a pedestal. Many places around the world expect you to get married before you are 20 and other places view it as incredibly irresponsible. Humans are hardwired to always want more. That doesn't mean they need it at all. If you want to do something, then you have to put in the work, and a lot of people can do a whole lot more than they realize if they are motivated properly. My advice is to stop worrying and asking these questions to other people, as much as you should consider them yourself. You know a lot more about your own circumstances and desires than we ever will. The best person to help you be more happy is yourself.
Seriously, you're still a baby. Buy a ticket to Europe and go. Yes, change course now.
I'm just really glad you realizing you want to explore while still young, because 26 is still young. I didn't travel and explore until I was in my 30s. I called it traveling like I'm in my 20s but with 30s money.
Have you ever read Colonel Sanders' story? He didn't even start selling chicken until he was 40, and it was several years after that when people started realizing how good his chicken actually was. You haven't wasted anything. Pull yourself up and get out there.
Become a passport bro. Yeah, since most people die by 30, you're pretty much screwed. Common op. Take this anxiety and seize the moment. I know people who didn't find their dream careers till their 40s. You can do it. You're 25, buddy. Life hasn't even started. If you're saying that in your mid-50s, then maybe. Even then, I know good people who didn't get their shit together until 50. It's never too late.
I think life starts at 25, and you should worry if you don't have a direction or some sort of footing in life at 30. You've got time.
Your life is only what's happening now. You have an opportunity in each moment to live it the way you want to. The present is yours, as will be your future moments. Live those your way and release thoughts of things you can't change, as best you can. P.S. I would never consider it a waste if you were enjoying playing those video games. Life is meant to do things you want to do.
I'm 34 and only just now started turning my life around. 17 years spent inside of a bottle. You're still young, just find the right motivation to improve, keep improving and learn from any past mistakes. You got this.
Your life hasn't even begun, my friend. Find something you enjoy and dive in full force. Go to the gym a few times a week, eat well and prep for your backpacking adventure. Don't worry about trying to date. Just do things you enjoy and talk to the people that are also doing them. You have so much time.
How have you had shelter and been getting food with no job? There's really not much info in your post to truly help you beyond what others have suggested below. My advice would be to find a life coach. You're caught up in your shorts over several things, you have no plan and it seems very little confidence. You need to be able to sit down with someone, ask and answer detailed questions and get help setting a plan. And keep in mind that you're not stuck with the plan for life, we all change courses at times. You just need a start and some confidence right now.
Just a heads up, most don't even get started with modern life until their late 20s or early 30s. I've met quite a few guys similar to what you have described. In simple terms, no, it's not too late to start a new venture. I have helped a few of them like you have described that now work for some of the top companies in the United States. All doing great and enjoying life. Basically from what you describe, you just lack the encouragement. This will be an unpopular opinion, however the Navy may not be a bad choice for you assuming that you're in the US. For the most part it will give you everything that you're looking for. You don't have to be a SEAL. I mean, what else do you have going on? Well, GL, and remember to HF. Not a recruiter.
The upshot here is that you're not dead. So, you can adjust anything about your life you don't like.
You're 26, bro. You're fine.
You're 25, you have not wasted your life. You're much too young, but if you're trying to get to doing things, get to doing them. I'm 32, I wasted a long time chasing other people's dreams. And it's only I who pays the price for such actions. As for your physical traits, listen, we're all short, too tall, ugly, whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is your willingness to endure and push yourself.
Everything you spoke to is an experience. Give yourself a break, and allow those experiences to come to fruition.
You didn't waste your life, but you absolutely prioritized entertainment over personal and social progression.
Nah, I remember seeing somewhere that kids who got straight A's in school tend to turn crazy later in life because they never learned to relax.
Your life is over at 26. Travel now. Then 6 months at least, you'll learn a lot about yourself, your worldview will change and you might find some clarity about what the rest of your life might look like. Travel first, it's hard to do when you have a job, responsibilities, etc.
There is nothing against you except your own bias. Believe in yourself. Love yourself. Find your way.
You got this, king. It's not where you are, it's where you go. Study, train, enlist, fund, who cares? Just keep your head up and work your ass off. Thrive for that fulfillment.
Kids don't know how to love themselves.
Oh honey, you're still so young. I'm serious. You literally have an entire life ahead of you at your age. Do not spend a single minute more bogged down in feeling sorry for yourself. Stop looking backwards, aim forward. It's definitely not too late. Pick a small project or habit you want to improve. So, look into getting your passport, number 1. It's not hard, but it has a bunch of steps. Just do one step at a time. Maybe think about what language you might want to use over there and try Duolingo or Babbel. Think about clothes that would be good to pack and start slowly acquiring them. You'll find that you gain momentum as you start racking up successes. Sounds like a quarter-life crisis.
It's never too late, dude. Start making some changes today. Just make sure your hygiene is on point and your cloths are freshly washed and clean. Then figure out what kind of job you want. Best of luck.
Every passing moment is a new chance to turn it all around. I'm not a doctor, but I have quite a bit of experience with depression. The lifestyle you are describing sounds a lot like depression. Talk to a psychiatrist or physician about trying an antidepressant. Wellbutrin changed my life for the better.